France and China have a long-standing relationship, and the two cultures have been closely intertwined for centuries. Take a closer look, and you'll notice the similarities between French and Chinese furniture design in the 17th and 18th century. Now what we're going to see next is an exhibition which showcases side-by-side French and Chinese furniture from the same period. Let's see how they reflect the cultural tastes of the bygone era.
Raised on three slightly curved legs, the pair of neoclassical giltwood stand is derived from a very old French aristocratic collection, which dates back to the first half of the 18th century.
Also from the 18th century, the Zitan lampstands are constructed with carved qi dragons, which are located on the hanging and standing spandrels.
Originated from ancient China, folding screens have influenced many parts of Europe, including France, and that's why you'd find Chinese influences in Western furniture, like the polychromatic Chinese paper leaves on the floor panels.
The motif of qi dragons are continued throughout the 8 screen pairs panels, whereas the opposite side of the screen is decorated with auspicious floral motifs.
Not only do French and Chinese panel screens differentiate in style and technique, chairs, tables, cabinets, and beds, once paralleled next to each other, also reveal an uncanny kinship when it comes to design and craftsmanship.
Attributed to J.B. Bullard and G. Jacob, this rounded back and drop-in seat armchair is crafted in brown leather and offers a swivel function, but back then Chinese furniture didn't have this function.
Instead, armchairs were carved with distinct patterns of clouds and dragon.
Now what's Asian about this piece?
The rectangular surface is designed in Japanese taste with naturalistic sprigs of floral motifs.
Whereas the square table here uses Huanghua Li, reflecting an 18th century hybrid style, whereby the material is uniform and richly figured.
For something more minimalistic, does the mahogany or Tian Li tables catch your eye? This next set of furniture is commonly found in the living room or bedroom. I'm talking about cabinets.
Designed in 4 compartments, this ebony and brass bookcase was created by André Charles Boulle, a prominent French cabinet maker. Whereas this Chinese treasure cabinet uses Huanghua Li again to bring out the asymmetrical design seen in the display space and drawers.
One thing common during the Qing period were the asymmetry configurations, and these were usually used to display precious treasures and books. Closely examining, the carving on the shelf is a typical mid-18th century style, with landscape scenes and floral patterns imprinted.
Topped with blue-veined marble, the lacquer cabinet encompasses elements influenced by French and Chinese culture. Traditional Chinese houses, pavilion-like architecture, and the trees all reflect the Chinese artistry. Now we've seen a selection of furniture, but I think we're still missing something.
Bad! How could we neglect such critical piece?
This classic Huanghua Li canopy bed is rather simple, like the patterns, which are composed of linear crosses linked with rounded haitang patterns.
Decorated with fluted frames above 4 straight and curving upholstered iron pillars, the canopy was designed with toile de joie fabric, reflecting the cultural taste of the era.
Whether Chinese or French, each piece of furniture is crafted with finesse to bring out the history and cultural background of that particular era.